On one of Hollywood's first all-out marketing blitzes of primetime ads, late-night interviews, and test screenings, Jaws rode a wave of positive buzz to a $470 million worldwide gross. And that's in 1975 money, people. The previous summer, Herbie Rides Again, the sequel to the Magic Love Bug movie, won the summer with only $69 million. Clearly, Jaws marked a sea change in entertainment.
That you are going to ignore this particular problem until it swims up and bites you on the ass.
The blockbuster era began, and this formula for high-concept fun, supported by big campaigns centered in the summer when everyone wants to escape the heat, was codified 2 years later by Spielberg's old pal, George Lucas, for 1977's Star Wars.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
A New Hope changed the blockbuster game with a $503 million gross. Movies would now be measured to bars set by Lucas and Spielberg, including the Star Wars sequel, 1980's The Empire Strikes Back. Grossing $400 million worldwide, Empire proved Star Wars' franchise potential and that Lucas had blockbuster gold on the brain. He teamed with Spielberg for a new franchise about a plucky professor who believes history belongs in a museum.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark collected $353 million worldwide, and Spielberg was back one summer later with E.T. His lovable extraterrestrial phoned home with $663 million and the hearts of children everywhere.
Right here.
Now, Lucas closed forcefully on his first Star Wars trilogy with 1983's Return of the Jedi, $374 million. Meanwhile, Spielberg wasn't content with merely directing the biggest summer blockbusters, so he produced Robert Zemeckis' 1985 super smash, Back to the Future. Lightning did strike twice for Spielberg, and the movie made history with 381 million worldwide.
21 gigawatts!
Then a pair of producers, Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer, aimed for Spielberg's summer throne after a big hit in December '84 with Beverly Hills Cop. And they waged that war with a certain smiling aviator who was about to become a bona fide movie star.
So you're the one.
Yes, ma'am.
Tom Cruise soared with Top Gun to $353 million worldwide, and he's still flashing those pearly whites 3 decades later. In fact, a Top Gun sequel should have satisfied our need for speed in summer 2020, but it was postponed because of the coronavirus pandemic.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
We'll see you soon, Maverick. Anyway, Simpson and Bruckheimer topped summer '87 with Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop 2, while producer Spielberg and director Zemeckis retook the crown in summer '88 with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But it was a dark horse, or shall we say Dark Knight, who bataranged out of the pages of DC to a record-breaking $411 million opening in summer '89.
I'm Batman.
On the cape and cowl of Batman, superhero movies first entered the summer blockbuster rotation of high-concept hijinks, or Simpson and Bruckheimer explosions, or the ever-popular Spielbergian surefires. Jurassic Park's $912 million gross in '93 made the former measure of a summer blockbuster extinct. But a 1994 Disney movie put animation into the ring for King of the Summer for the first time. The Lion King clawed up $763 million, a record for animation, and 25 years later, a so-called photorealistic update grossed $1.6 billion for the Mouse House. Between these lions, every top summer blockbuster can be traced back to the first 19 years of establishing the recipe for box office success. So, here goes nothing.
Welcome to Earth.
1996's high-concept hijinks of Independence Day make Will Smith a star for '97's Men in Black, produced by Spielberg, who was back in the director's chair for the 1998 summer topper, Saving Private Ryan, before he cleared the stage for his pal George Lucas and the return of Star Wars in 1999's Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Now this is pod racing.
Is it? Not about to be left in the 80s or 90s, Tom Cruise returned to dangle Mission Impossible 2 into the new millennium before a non-Disney animated picture gave Mickey a run for his money with a fresh and cynical take on the fairy tale formula.
That'll do, Donkey.
That'll do.
After Shrek, animation, Sam Raimi's spin on Spider-Man is the toast of 2002, superhero, while Finding Nemo, animation, swam to the top of summer 03, before Shrek, even more animation, returned for a second adventure in 2004.
You're a stallion, baby!
05 was another end to a Star Wars trilogy, before producer Bruckheimer found his footing in 06 with a Pirates of the Caribbean sequel, and Sam Raimi's third and final Spider-Man webbed up 07. The Dark Knight from 89, 92, 95, and 05 was back in 08, and well, The Dark Knight. Spielberg put punching robots atop 09 with Transformers 2, before animation won summer 2010 with Toy Story 3.
So long, partner.
2011's Harry Potter finale seemed like an outlier, but hey, aren't wizards superheroes? Doctor Strange sure is, and speaking of, it was his pals on the Avengers that rocketed to the top of 2012 to pave the way for Marvel's continued domination of the box office.
But what are we, a team?
2013 and 2014 went to Marvel superheroes, while 2015's Jurassic World proves Spielberg and his dinosaurs were far from extinct. 2016 was a win for animation, 2017 for a certain superheroine, and 2018 combined the two for Incredibles 2.
I'll be back before the previews are over!
2019's The Lion King was our last summer blockbuster, for now. But you can bet that some combination of Bruckheimer or Spielberg, cartoons or superheroes, or maybe it's the one where Tom Cruise literally goes into space, will be back on top come summer 2021.